Your Excellency, Minister Huang Renqiu, Your Excellency, Minister Stephen Guilbeault, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our chairman, Secretary Hank Paulson, I would like to thank Minister Wang for inviting the Paulson Institute and offer my warm congratulations on the inauguration of the China Pavilion at COP15. Today, we're confronted with the dual crises of biodiversity loss and climate change, and addressing these challenges requires well-orchestrated global efforts. This only serves to highlight CBD COP15's historic mission to help cement global consensus and galvanize actions to halt and reverse biodiversity loss before it's too late. Humanity is embedded in nature. Without nature as our life support system, there is no human survival or economic prosperity to begin with. However, we are in the midst of one of the greatest extinction events the Earth has ever experienced, and the first to be driven by humans. At the root of this is the fact that we do not appropriately value nature in our economies. According to a report published by the Paulson Institute and our partners, each year the world faces a $700 billion biodiversity financing gap. To close this gap, we need a two-pronged approach that on the one hand mobilizes new resources for biodiversity conservation, and on the other reduces activities that damage nature, such as harmful subsidies and ill-considered investment or development projects. China, for its scale and influence, has a linchpin role to play in safeguarding global biodiversity. China is a mega-diverse country and home to some of the most stunning species, and effective protection of these national treasures are in itself a substantial contribution to global biodiversity. At the same time, China is increasingly at the center of global flows of investment and traded goods. Where China channels its investment and how it sources its soft commodities have profound implications for the natural environment in the host or source countries. In other words, China has much untapped potential to become a driving force behind a green transformation of global investment and trade. It's encouraging to see that China is beginning to take steps towards environmental sustainability. For example, the concept of ecological civilization not only captures the time-honored belief in harmony between man and nature in Chinese culture, but also underpins many of China's recent policies that help safeguard the natural environment. The newly launched national park system, though still in its embryonic stage, will spearhead China's efforts to streamline its protected areas for more effective protection. China's recent ban on coastal wetlands reclamation, informed in part by the Paulson Institute's research, will help save its precious coastal ecosystem that provides vital habitats and stopover sites for millions of migratory birds whose journey spans multiple continents. In the space of investment and trade, China has released a suite of guidelines, such as the Green Investment Principles for the Belt and Road Initiative, which the Paulson Institute is pleased to be part of, to set up a framework for responsible overseas investing. The Chinese Ministry of Commerce's 14th Five-Year Plan, for the first time, has articulated its goal of building a green trade system, which can potentially create immense opportunities for sustainable commodities trade. China has grown into a frontrunner in green finance, whether it's the issuance of green bonds, co-chairing the G20 Sustainable Finance Working Group, or co-leading the effort under the NGFS to assess biodiversity risk for financial stability, or exploring debt restructuring that delivers multiple benefits through debt for nature or debt for development swaps. Tackling biodiversity loss and climate change will require millions of innovations across all sectors and geographic boundaries. To showcase some of China's best inventions, I'm delighted to announce that today at COP15, the Paulson Institute, in partnership with China's Tsinghua University, is launching a series of case studies focused on past nominees or winners of the Paulson Prize for Sustainability. These case studies showcase the most innovative, scalable, and market-based solutions in projects in China that have global potential. We celebrate these innovators' bold vision, ingenuity, and dedication with a view to facilitating their replication for the benefit of the whole world. Nature is the greatest source of beauty, inspiration, innovation, and intellectual interest. Indeed, everything that's good about life. In that sense, it's priceless and it warrants our utmost care. I wish the China Pavilion great success. Thank you.